Preview: Giant Olympic silver medalists Joyce and Zhilei Zhang face off in heavyweight war. British heavyweight Juggernaut Joyce says he can't understand how Daniel Dubois, whom he defeated by TKO in 2020, and who has scored less meritorious wins than Joyce ever since, is going to reach a world title fight before him. The WBA ordered unified champion Alexander Usyk to next face Daniel Dubois, with whom he has been negotiating for days, a fight that could take place around mid-year. Certainly, no one can understand such a situation, since it simply lacks logic, even more so when, according to the rules, it seemed that the WBO mandatory challenger should be next. In any case, Joyce has no choice but to wait, something he won't do by sitting idly by, taking on a cruiserweight with glass chin or battling a heavyweight who left behind his prime a decade ago. On the contrary, unlike many other boxers who deserve criticism for their tendency to avoid risks, Joyce will face a dangerous contender in the Chinese Zhilei Zhang. Some had doubts about Zhang's level, as his knockout wins were usually against very easy opponents and he was only able to fight to a draw against Jerry Forrest. However, when he faced a decisive test, Big Bang lived up to it. Last August, in the Usyk-Joshua 2 card, Zhang put on a tremendous performance against the feared prospect Filip Hrgovic. In this IBF eliminator the Chinese lost by a narrow difference. The verdict was questioned by many, and after hurting the favorite several times. Therefore, Joyce will undoubtedly seek to make a statement by taking on this opponent in a duel of giants. It should be taken into account that on Saturday, at the Copper Box Arena in London, United Kingdom, will step into the ring two Olympic silver medalists, 1.98 meters tall, 6 feet 6 inches, with more than 118 kilograms, 260 pounds, on the scale and who have enormous strength and forcefulness, as well as remarkable aggressiveness. Thus, it is expected a fight full of action, perspective that the two boxers supported in their statements. The thing with Joyce is that he blocks too many punches with his face and relies too much on his iron chin, and it seems that one day he might run into a power shot that he simply won't be able to resist. Therefore, a cunning southpaw like Zhang, who has outweighed him in several fights and who has shown a great punching power, looks like an interesting challenge. If Joyce pressures him intensely and is careless in defense, he could receive brutal left hands that would be far more threatening than the clean power shots that Joseph Parker landed against him. In this sense, it will also be worth paying attention to Joyce's tactics and see if he will try to overwhelm a boxer as big as him with his high pace or if, on the contrary, he will seek to box with more spaces as he did against the aforementioned Dubois. If, as he claimed he would do, Joyce charges again, there should be very good exchanges, in which, as always, the undefeated's resistance to punishment and stamina would be key. If Joyce manages to withstand the blows of Zhang, who tends to get very tired, he will surely be able to push the visitor into deep waters, especially if he works well at short range, and in the medium-long term will put him in serious trouble. Undercard. In the main support of this bill, 3 fights stand out. One of them, in theory the co-feature bout, will be a women's fight in which former unified super featherweight champion Mikaela Mayer will participate. After her close, for many controversial, defeat against Alicia Baumgardner, she will try to get closer to a world title bout at lightweight against Katie Taylor, fighting the Greek former super lightweight champion Kristina Lenarditu. Medusa Lenarditu has only suffered defeats against Katie Taylor, to whom she offered a tough fight, and Delphine Persoon, and also has a victory over Baumgardner in her record. So, despite the fact that she has not faced a high-level fight since she had a baby, and was inactive for 2.5 years, she should be a good first test at lightweight for Mayer. The other 2 mentionable matches will be a British middleweight championship in which the belt holder, and former world challenger, Denzel Bentley, after his very meritorious performance against the champion Janibek Alimkanyeli, will seek to return to the winning ways, defending his belt against Kieran Smith, who in his biggest fight to date was stopped by Troy Williamson, and a lightweight clash in which prospect Sam Noakes will try to score his first win of 2023 and maintain his 100% knockout ratio against the untested Indian Karthik Satish Kumar. This event will be broadcast in the United Kingdom by BT Sport from 7 p.m. local time, while in the United States it will be aired by ESPN Plus from 2 p.m. Eastern Time 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Thanks for watching. More info, news and videos at our website.